Incest on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Incest! Okay. Welcome back! I'm Bliss.
I'm Luke.
I'm Trin, and we are watching
Game of Thrones.
Season 1, episode 4? I love this intro. Do people like this intro? I'm
What was
into
the
it.
thing Jamie sent us?
Dinklage, Peter
Dinklage.
Dinklage. Hodor. We like him.
Oh, is that what's the...
It's the name of their Wi-Fi.
Down the hall.
Oh.
Hodor.
Is that the only word he can say?
He's cute. Aww.
I must say I received a slightly warmer welcome on my last visit.
Any man of the Night's Watch is welcome at Winterfell.
Any man of the Night's Watch, but not I, eh, boy?
I'm not your boy, Lannister. I'm Lord of Winterfell while my father is away.
And you might learn a lord's courtesy. Do you like to ride, Bran?
Yes. Well, I mean, I did like to.
The boy has lost the use of his legs. What of it? With the right horse and saddle, even a cripple can ride.
I'm not a cripple.
Then I'm not a dwarf. My father will rejoice to hear it. Give that to your saddler. He'll provide the rest. You must shape the horse to the rider.
Cute.
Start with a yearling and teach it to respond to the reins and to the boy's voice.
Will I really be able to ride?
You will. On
Cute.
horseback, you'll be
I
as tall
like
as any
him.
of them.
I know.
This is
I
so
hope he
kind.
doesn't die.
Why do you want to help him?
I just think he's
I've a
gonna
tender
do
spot in my
something
heart.
sneaky.
Cripples, bastards, and broken things.
I yield. Please, no more. On your feet. Pick up your sword.
What he did right up there.
Until he finds his feet. He yielded. Looks like the bastard's in love.
Nice.
Yield. I yield. We're done for today. Go clean the armory. That's all you're good for.
Huh?
The game is
My
the
brother
foot.
was given an army of Dothraki.
Shoot them.
Could you conquer the Seven Kingdoms?
The Dothraki have never crossed the narrow sea. They fear any water their horses can't drink.
But if they did,
King Robert is fool enough to meet them in open battle. But the men advising him are different.
and you know these men.
I fought beside them once. Long ago. Now Ned Stark wants my head. He drove me from my land.
You sold slaves.
Aye.
Kings and hands have come to me for advice since...
What did John want the night before he died?
Well, he came inquiring after a book.
A book? What book?
I fear it would be of little interest to you, my lord. A ponderous tome.
No. I'd like to read it.
The lineages and history of the great houses of the Seven Kingdoms, with descriptions of very high lords and noble ladies and their children.
Did John Arryn tell you what he wanted with it?
He did not, my lord. I did not presume to ask.
And John's death?
Such a tragedy.
Did he say anything to you during his final hours?
Nothing of import, my lord. Oh, there was one phrase he kept repeating. The seed is strong, I think it was.
The seed is strong. What does that mean?
The dying mind is a demented mind, Lord Stark. For all the weight they're given, last words are usually as significant as first words.
And you're quite certain he died of a natural illness?
Well, what else could it be?
Poison?
Disturbing thought. No, I don't think it likely. The hand was loved by all. What sort of man would dare?
I've heard it said that poison is a woman's weapon.
Yes. Women, cravens, and eunuchs.
You will marry a High Lord.
his castle. And your sons shall be knights and princes and lords.
No. That's not me.
She's gonna grow up and kick some ass.
Yep.
I'm excited about it.
Yep.
After that, you might want him to visit a certain armorer in the city. He lives in a large house at the top of the Street of Steel.
Why? I have my observers, as I said, and it's possible that they saw Lord Aaron visit this armorer several times in the weeks before his death.
Baelish, perhaps I was wrong to distrust you.
Distrusting me was the wisest thing you've done since you climbed off your horse.
Can't get a read on him.
I know.
Can't figure you out, Littlefinger.
When in doubt,
You're a little
don't
suspicious.
trust.
Yeah.
What's this?
Medieval times.
We should go.
I literally have been begging to go.
Gendry?
Gendry.
Gendry?
Gendry is sweaty.
Here he is. Strong for his age. Works hard.
That's who Lord Aaron is. So you went to see him multiple times.
Whoa.
This is fine work.
It's not for sale. Boy, this is the king's hand. If his lordship wants the helmet, I made it for me. Give him, my lord.
There's nothing to forgive. When Lord Aaron came to visit you, what did you talk about?
Just ask me questions, is all, my lord.
What kind of questions?
About my work, first. If I was being treated well, if I liked it here. Then he started asking me about my mother.
Your mother?
Who she was, what she looked like.
What did you tell him?
She died when I was little. She had yellow hair. She'd sing to me sometimes.
Yellow.
Look at me.
This is the true son.
Get back to work, lad.
I think that's Robert's son.
If the day ever comes when that boy would rather wield the sword than forge one, you send him to me.
Find anything?
Do you remember my prediction?
King Robert's bastard son.
Nice.
And
Which would threaten.
what's his face? The little twat. The kid is the twins' son.
Yeah.
Listen. Do you hear that?
You sent this all to give me commands. I should have sent you back her head.
Forgive me, Khaleesi. It is you.
Hush now, it's all right. Haley, take her and leave us.
Yes, Khaleesi.
Why did you hit her?
How many times do I have to tell you? You do not command
I
me.
wasn't commanding you. I just wanted to invite you to supper.
What's this?
It's a gift. I had it made for you.
Doff back your rags. Are you going to dress me now?
Please.
But this stinks of manure. All of it.
Stop.
You
Stop
would
it.
turn me into one of them, wouldn't you? Next I want to braid my hair.
You've no right to a braid. You've won no victories yet.
Talk back to me.
Oh, he's about to die. He's about to die.
Get him.
What happened?
Whacked him with the necklace.
I am a Khaleesi of the Dothraki.
Damn straight.
I am the wife of the great Carl, and I carry his son inside me. The next time you raise a hand to me,
He's like,
will be the last time you have hands.
Tell him.
oh,
Ah!
damn.
Wow, that was very satisfying.
He
That
asked
happened more
for this.
quickly than I
They
thought.
basically pawned her off.
Yeah,
So
literally.
I hear
I
it.
know for a fact that some of the officers go to that
Good
brothel in
look, good
Molestown.
braids, good braids
I wouldn't
anyway.
doubt it. I like girls just as much as you do. They might not like me as much.
Oh, buddy.
I've never been with one. You probably had hundreds.
No. As a matter of fact, the same as you.
Cute.
Aye.
Virgin brothers.
Hard to believe.
Verge high five.
There's a lonely room for me. What colour hair? Red. Oh, I like red hair.
Gross. Is this locker room talk?
To know. What, that good? Better. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why exactly did he not make love to Rose with the perfect? What's my name? Jon Snow? And why is my surname Snow? Because you're a bastard from the north.
He's like, got it. Pass this test.
My father wouldn't even tell me her name. I don't know if she's living or dead.
So she's someone very, 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 very important.
Or a fisherman's wife. Or a
It's
whole.
probably like a god.
She's a dragon.
In the brothel, Miss Rose took off her clothes. But I couldn't do it.
Because she could be me mum.
Because all I could think was, what if I got her pregnant? And she had a child.
She could.
And a bastard named Snow.
Better not risk it. I'm not going to have sex with anyone because anybody could be my mum.
That just sounds like responsibility to me.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
true.
if I get her pregnant? Wow. More people could think like that.
Abstinence.
This is just a long commercial for abstinence.
What do you pray for, Sir Jorah?
Home.
I pray for home too. My brother will never take back the Seven Kingdoms. He couldn't lead an army even if my husband gave him one.
He's a baby back bitch.
He'll never take us home.
This guy's stressing me out.
Yeah.
He's like squandering everything.
I see someone poke through with a lance.
A javelin.
Oh, I hate him.
Lovers quarrel.
I'm sorry, do I...
Sansa, dear, this is Lord Baelish. He's
An old friend of the family.
Why do they call you Littlefinger?
Arya, don't be rude.
No, it's quite all right. When I was a child, I was very small. And I come from a little spit of land called the Fingers, so you see, it's an exceedingly clever nickname.
It's sitting here for days! Start the dance!
Me at any sporting event.
Before I piss myself.
Sir Gregor Clegane. They call him the Mountain.
Oh, yes. He's important, I think.
Older brother.
Oh!
And his opponent?
Sir Hugh of the Vale.
He's
He is John Allen's squire. Look how far he's come.
Dang.
Yes, enough of the bloody pot. Have at him!
This sucks. I would not want to do anything against a man called the Mountain.
I see.
You mean King of the Hill?
King of the Hill.
Is that right?
He got skewered. Oh my god.
Oh. Oh, that's
Big
just
splinter.
this is going on forever when it doesn't have to. It's still going. It's still going. Like, why?
Why the sound?
And bubbles? Oh, golly.
How is Sansa?
Well, she likes it here.
She's the only Stark who does. Favours her mother. Not much of the North in her.
What are you doing here?
I might ask the same of you. What is it you hope to accomplish?
The king called on me to serve him and the realm. And that's what I'll do until he tells me otherwise.
Well, you can't change him, you can't help him. He'll do what he wants, which is all he's ever done. You're just a soldier, aren't you? You take your orders and you carry on.
I was also trained to kill my enemies, Your Grace.
As was I.
By who?
Quickly. Oh, come on here, Grandfather. I'm starving. A somebody waits or? I'd rather throw myself down a well.
Aaron
Oh, it's getting north. And the music the Northerners know is a howling of wolves.
Lady Stark. What an unexpected pleasure. I was sorry to miss you at Winterfell.
Lady Stark. I was still Catelyn Tully the last time I stayed here. You, sir. Is that the black bat of Harrenhal I see embroidered on your coat?
It is, my lady.
This man came into my house as a guest, and there conspired to murder my son, a boy of 10.
Ooh.
In the name of King Robert and the good lords you serve, I call upon you to seize him and help me return him to Winterfell to await the king's justice.
Loving this. Come on, Cat.
Hashtag boss bitch.
Come on, lady of her own
Oh.
right. Oh,
Right.
well. I forgot we were watching TV.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Right. What do we think?
I really liked that episode.
Yep.
Yeah, that last
That was a
part
good
was
episode.
good.
She's really taking charge.
She is.
Mama Bear.
Yeah, and just clearly connected. I don't
Yep.
think it's insignificant that they're letting us know how connected she is. Like, not just Lord
Yeah.
Stark.
Yeah, they're kind of all.
Mm-hmm. She's pretty smart, isn't she?
Yeah.
Do you feel that Tyrion is involved in what happened to Bran?
I don't think so. I really don't.
No.
I just don't.
I don't know if he was involved. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe like he knew about everything, and
Yeah.
like that's maybe why he like helped to build like the what is it, special like saddle, or why he was kind of like I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
about
Like
that.
I feel like that was sort of just like an incident. And it was like that happened, but I'm
Yeah, I
sure
don't
he
think
knew
he
that
is.
they're like slimy, so he was like, I'm sure they did it, or like he knew that they did it.
He seems to
But I
be
think-
one that kind of stays, like stirs the pot, but stays just on the outside of the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure he knows a lot of compromising things about a lot of people,
Yeah.
Right,
but
yeah.
he just really doesn't care enough to, like, take
Yeah.
anybody down.
He's using it like as leverage
And I
for like
think-
whatever he needs to.
I think he's ultimately like very selfish, and that's why he doesn't really care about everything else that's
Mhm.
going on. He's just like, everyone's turned their back on me,
Yeah.
so I'm not really
Exactly.
gonna help anyone else out.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes him goodish, baddish,
Yeah.
depending on what scenario
Definitely.
you're in.
He
Yeah.
has his moments,
Yeah.
yeah. But doing that will definitely get her closer to figuring out everything, because
Yeah.
now she kind of has him as like a.
I think it has to be what's her face, Cersei,
What has
She's a scary one.
behind the. Wait, we know they.
Yeah,
He pushed him out of the
Yeah. What was your question?
The assassination attempt.
Oh no, it's obviously Cersei because they were trying to cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think they were just trying to like stick it to her brother, their brother that
Yeah.
they don't necessarily like.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's going on between Ned and Cersei?
Ned and Cersei.
I think, because isn't Ned trying to figure out if Jon Arryn was poisoned, so he's probably suspicious of the Lannisters. And I think she can sense that he, unlike her husband, isn't just gonna, like, drink and bang his way out of any conscious revelation. And so she's threatened by
Well-
the fact that he's there, so I think she was kind of...
I think it's obvious that Ned is putting the pieces together. There is now another child that's Rob's child. So he's putting the pieces together that he will probably come to the realization that Cersei and Jaime are clapping cheeks.
Right.
And I bet that's what Jon Arryn figured out. And Jon
Yes.
Arryn was then
I have a
next.
question though about this.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And Ned's getting closer and closer and closer, which makes me fearful for Ned.
Yeah.
Because he is
So
quickly figuring out the same thing that
Yeah.
Jon Arryn found out before he.
So
was
you're
got.
thinking that Jon Arryn found out about Jaime and Cersei.
Well,
Or he's
I think
about
he
to.
had to, because he knew about the bastard son.
But what does that have to do with Jaime and Cersei?
I think they nixed Jon Arryn because Jon Arryn found out about them.
How is the twin relationship connected to the bastard son?
Because Jon Arryn found out that there's a bastard son.
Got it.
And then that probably led to him figuring out that.
I see. Like Joffrey isn't.
Well, I'm speculating that Joffrey is not
hearsay.
Actually, it's hearsay. That's my guess.
I can see him getting closer to figuring that out. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
sure.
Jon Arryn
That
definitely
is-
figured out something he was not supposed to,
Right.
and he got killed.
Yeah.
And Ned
Here's
is
what we know for sure.
and Ned is quickly figuring out the same things,
Yes. I think you're right.
which makes me very fearful for Ned.
But what does this Rob's bastard son... Because he's basically Jon Snow. Like, you're a bastard son of a powerful man.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
can't inherit the throne anyway. So
Yeah.
why does
But
he matter?
doesn't he have more
He may not
birthright
matter.
than if the twins were, if that
Oh,
son
yeah.
Yes.
because
There is
he
no...
has more of a birthright
Yes.
even though he is a bastard son. I think
Yeah,
that's
true.
Yep.
If Joffrey isn't in the picture,
Yep.
he would be the only heir of Robert. But could he
yeah.
still inherit a throne?
Maybe not.
I
But
don't
there's
know.
gonna be some sort of a tussle.
But even if he can't inherit the throne, it also means that Joffrey can't either.
Yeah, right.
So there's
If
like,
both of those things come to light.
and right now they are obviously like setting Joffrey
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
be
yeah.
the heir to the throne,
Absolutely.
which makes the Lannisters heir to the throne.
Correct.
So I don't know.
And we know those little twinsies just off people when they find out things about
Yeah.
the other ones. So
Right.
It tracks. It
Yep.
They are
tracks.
a little
Yep.
reckless with the unaliving.
So anyway,
Crazy town.
Great episode. It is amazing how there was a lot of establishing in that episode, but it felt very action-packed, full
Yeah.
of information.
I know.
Is it just because we're dodging
between
between the different stories that makes it feel like it's moving so quickly? Because I was like
Maybe
fully
that
dialed
makes
in.
Yeah.
There's like a lot happening at once, but I appreciate it. It's like, yeah, it feels like a lot of backstory, but also like not in a boring way. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying it.
It's very
exposition done right.
Right.
Excellent exposition.
Yes.
Exciting.
Exactly. Not loving
Exactly.
Samwell. I mean, dear Lord, George R.R. Martin, change the name.
What if
like,
it's homage? What if it's deliberate homage? Would you feel better about it if it was deliberate
well, we have
homage?
Twin Towers and we have Samwell, so I'm keeping a tally. And at some point, we're going to reach a threshold
Put
where
it in the
there's no
corner.
more
Yeah.
homage.
Ding. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next
See you next time.
Bye.